Welcome to another podcast. My name is Alex Johnson, and so far you have been going through the journey with me of the Unbreakable journey. Now, obviously, I haven't managed to be keeping these up daily, which has been a bit frustrating, but I'm trying to get back on track now. There's lots of stuff that's happened, lots of positive stuff that's happened. So we do have quite a bit to chat about. And today might not necessarily have a focus on trying to improve something. It's going to be more of an update and a progress and a vision for the future, I think. So the situation that I was in, that's done now. I have secured something else now, which I'm really looking forward to. Financially, it puts me in a better position than what I was before. We've managed to fall on our feet with a couple of other things. We sort of the remortgage payments coming out and stuff like that. So a few things have landed right on our feet, which, I cannot describe the weight lifted off of my shoulders over the last sort of 2-3 days. It has just been phenomenal and allowed me just to actually for a bit, which is so nice. So one of the other things as well is I finally brought the other half into the mix of what I want to do. Usually this sort of stuff I'm quite closed off about it because I'm never sure what people are going to think when I say this is what I want to do, and I need to step out of that mindset and just be proud of what I want to do regardless of what it is. So we spoke, and I told her my struggle of finding a way to bring all of this together under one roof, so if I was to do a bit of gaming, if I was to do some motivational life coachy type stuff, then I've got the podcast, and I wasn't sure how to run it as a brand. So she has come up with the idea, and I've touched on it before but never quite this much, is that I am the brand. So therefore everything technically falls under one roof because it's all to do with me. So she had an idea. You'll notice that the podcast its name has changed. Potentially it might change again. It's a working title for now, but she made a suggestion of having a title along the lines of "This is not a dad joke," with dad being in sort of big old brackets. So it kind of reads, "This is not a joke," implying, take it seriously. I want to take it seriously. It's not a joke. This is real stuff going on. And then the dad bit brings me into the frame. So obviously we're taking the dad route now that obviously I am a dad. And it opens up because it's me. So if I want to have a geeky session over some Pokemon cards, I can, because that's me. If I want to have some videos on motivation and everything like that, that's me as well, because that's what I'm interested in. That's what I want to do. I want to improve people's lives. If I want to bring in my little girl, maybe, thinking about it, maybe not, but maybe, it all falls under the umbrella of dad. So my next step is, what I'm thinking is, I want to change obviously all my socials, but I want one brand name for it, and this will predominantly be for like my Facebook account, my Twitch account, so my streamer name, and potentially TikTok as well. Now, I don't mind having my podcast as something different, because that's where it's more going to be about the positive, the pushing forward, the life experience, that sort of stuff. So that can be along the lines of, "This is not a dad joke," or "Not another dad joke," or something like that. So now I'm trying to come up with a name that will act as stream, social media. Now obviously at the moment my TikTok and Twitch and Facebook and everything is what I used to stream as, which is the Agile Mind. It's got my initials in, AJ, meant to be a play on letters for agile, as in quick on your feet, and then mind. So it kind of was like the adaptability of the mind. That's what I was kind of going for, so I could squeeze in the motivational stuff. Now, I think realistically, when I stream, I'm going to get rid of the Agile Mind. I will either just call myself AJ or just Alex, one of those two. Not a problem with that, that's a-okay. But then I want a brand name to be what I stream from. So it has to have something that can potentially have a link to the podcast. Although the podcast is separate, it doesn't necessarily have to have anything to do with that. It doesn't have to have dad in the name or anything like that. But if I am kind of going with that as the link of all things, then maybe it does. So this is my thought process, basically. It's just, I need to come up with a name. Because then I can quickly make a move on branding, logos, backgrounds, stuff for the streams, the overlays, all of that stuff. I can quickly try and jump on that so that the target aim to be really reinvigorated with all of this by January can still go ahead. The good news is of what's going on with the current situation with work and everything is that I have the rest of December off. So I still have 2 weeks, nearly 3 weeks off, which gives me plenty of time to get stuck into stuff so I can get a lot done. So yeah, an encompassing name to bring it all together is what I'm looking for. Obviously, no idea if anyone's listening, but if anyone's got any ideas, that's fine. And I tell you what, I know at least one person has listened to these, because he was one of the guys that I mentioned in like one of the first podcasts I did, where I was sort of saying about what was going on, and I had this mate who just like bam delivered the killer blow of truth and honesty, and how I wasn't quite ready for it. He's listened to those podcasts and he mentioned it to me, and obviously I'm hoping, like, I meant no offense when I was talking about it, and I'm pretty certain he has taken it the right way there, that I did need exactly what he gave me. Just at the time I didn't know about it, so I know he's listened, which is quite cool to know that someone's listened to me waffle on for about 20 minutes. Whether or not he got anything out of it, who knows. But this is the other thing. I now have at least got a couple of mates who are dads, which then brings additional content into the fray that I can sit down and I can chat to these guys about dad life and get their different perspectives, because everyone dad's different. You know, the stuff they do, the way they are with their kids and everything. No one's got a roadmap that everyone follows 100%, so that could be additional content. That would be nice. Good little interviews. I bought this. Obviously those on podcasts can't see. It's a microphone, and it plugs into your phone and acts as like a receiver, so I can do interview type stuff out and about. So I've got some ideas for that, where I can quite literally hit the streets, find some dads, asking some questions. The only issue is that the mic, I need to get a little, I don't know what it's called, so I'm just going to say it. It's a little muff thing for it, little sound dampener, buffer, whatever it is, to go over the top of it. And then I can do like interviews out on the street proper, and it will pick up the sound really nice, because without the little top bit, it picks up everything in excruciating detail. Like, it's a really good mic, but even if I'm holding it down here, you can hear me breathing, and it sounds like I've just run a marathon. Like, it's so I need to look into that, try and make that a little bit more effective. But part of the other reason why I got it is because when I stream, I want to stand. I'm more articulate's not the word. I can get a little bit handsy. No, that definitely doesn't sound right. I move my hands when I talk sometimes, and I can be quite animated. There we go. When I talk, so being able to stand allows me to kind of be a bit more naturally like me. So I was looking for a microphone that would allow me to do that. So now I have one. So I'm really looking forward to giving that a try. I've just got to work out how to get it less sensitive. But anyway. So yeah, the overarching brand is what I'm looking for. I would love to try and come up with something short, snappy, sweet, that I still want to run it like a TV show, where you have these different segments available to you that people can tune into weekly, bi-weekly, something like that. So, I mean, not this, but it could be the dad show, or dad TV, right? Because then the host, me, that brings it all together. It's like, welcome to Dad TV. I'm your host, Alex Johnson, blah, blah, blah. Kind of similar to the podcast, but with extra bits filtered in, because during the stream, I want to do a podcast live. So there's that segment to it as well. So name, I keep repeating myself now, so I'm going to change subject in a minute, but ideas for overarching brand name is where my brain's frazzled. I like the cool stuff like breakthrough, unbreakable, trying to put meaning behind what I'm trying to achieve in the brand name. Like Limit Break, although that's a little bit Final Fantasy 7-esque. Like Limit Break Dad Breakthrough, Breakthrough Dad, not sure. Anyway, I would like it to have something that can bring a link into everything at the same time. So for example, if I had Limit Break Dad, bad name, not going to have it, but if I did, the Limit Break has got a gaming link to it. Boom, games, lovely. But then Limit Break, breaking through your limits. There's the motivational side. Boom, done, tick. And then obviously the dad, being a dad, link it all together. Gaming dad, motivational dad. Boom, tick, tick, tick. So that technically ticks all the box, but Limit Break Dad is a crap name, so I need something else. So any thoughts and ideas, please let me know. But I've been going on for only about 13 minutes, so about half the time my usual. I'm not, depending on how this next bit goes, I might not stay on for a full 20 minutes. But so the next stage of my life is going to pretty much start in January. That's when this new role starts. So I'm going to go hard on some New Year resolutions. So number one, get fit for the wedding. Wedding's in April. I'm going to have about 5 months. Get fit for wedding. Okay. The new role I have plays into that and can help with that. Brilliant, love it. I want to try and make this a success. So I think I spoke about the stats for podcasts. I think something like 90% don't go past 20 episodes, and those that do, 90% of them don't go past another 20 episodes. So if you do 41, you're in the top 1%. I want to be in the top 1% before the wedding, so that's 5 months. So I want to kind of put a 5-month plan on it all. Now if I did one daily, I'd hit that mid-Feb. So it's that's, I could do every other day. As long as I hammer out 3 or 4 a week, banging. Content, I do want to take content more seriously. So the streams I do, I've got to break those down into clips, all of that. I want to take it a bit more seriously. And if I can find a way to do that and fit it around my work life and dad life, then that's a habit I can start building on. So habits can take between 6 weeks and 6 months to build. So if I can do it and have it in place by mid-Jan, by the time the wedding's done, it's already a habit and it's good to go. So that is the plan. Yeah, so just brainstorming ideas really, but very much looking forward to it all. I think, you know, I think I'm going to end it there because I can feel myself going around in circles a little bit. I'm quite literally walking around in circles as well, out in the middle of a field. What I will do though, is I'll stop this video in a sec and I'll start it up again when I've plugged in the microphone, and I'll just say a little bit, just so you can hear what it's like. And if any tech people out there know what I can potentially do to get it sounding better, let me know. Anyway, right, oh, it's getting a bit frosty, so stay frosty everyone, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon.